Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good whatever time it is, wherever you are, whoever you might happen to be. Welcome once again to Anime Octane, the show in which we, the folks at Nerd Caliber, talk about, usually a recent piece of anime. In this case, a pretty old piece of anime, which is very much on people's minds right now. That being, of course, the anime Cowboy Bebop. I'm Rodney Brown. I'm the editor-in-chief of Nerd Caliber, a first-person shooter on Facebook as a cosplay photographer, Burley_adopter on Twitter, a couple of other places, doing a few other things. Joining me tonight is, we've changed hats. Byron, introduce yourself if you would.
Howdy, y'all. Byron McNeil, aka Byron D Zero, bringing in the holiday cheer with some eggnog. Don't worry, it's non-alcoholic.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Okay. Um, Contributing writer for Nerd Caliber, content creator, and social media consultant. I also do a little bit of art on the side. Got a nifty little webtoon floating around called Sisterhoods. If you like post-apocalyptic storytelling, if you like anime-inspired work, you should check it out. It's Sisterhoods.
Excellent. Check that out, folks. So before we get into talking about this, first welcome Harry Brady. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. Um, if there's any chance whatsoever that you have not seen Cowboy Bebop up to this point and you don't want to have it spoiled, then you probably want to come back to the show after you've seen it and watch us talk about it.
There are still
Um,
those people.
there are still those people. This is true. But if you don't mind spoilers or you have seen it, then please stick around. Throw questions at us in the comments. We love to answer questions about our own opinions about what you think about the show, and so on. So, but again, so spoilers for a 20-year-old show about to commence. So, what is Cowboy Bebop? Cowboy Bebop is an anime made by Sunrise Studios that aired in Japan back in 1999, in Italy, in Japan in 1998, in Italy of all places on MTV Italy in 1999, and finally landed in the U.S. in 2001, airing on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim. Oddly enough, this is a weird bit of trivia. It started airing September 2nd, 2001. And so 3 episodes were actually pulled from that first run because of concerns over potential connections or thematic connections to 9/11.
Yeah.
So since then, since it's run on other things, all of the episodes, all 26 episodes, have actually aired pretty much wherever it's been shown. It is currently available to watch on Netflix or Hulu. Both have it available if you want to watch it.
I believe it's also on Funimation.
Possibly. I'm just going by the listing I'm seeing in here where it says it's available on Hulu and Netflix.
Yes.
Um, it might be available on something else. I just know it's available on those two, and I was catching up on it again, uh, post Thanksgiving coma, on Netflix, because
That's
it's
how it
there.
be.
Um, it is the story of a group of bounty hunters, which in this futuristic world set in 2071 are called cowboys. Um, the main character is Spike Spiegel. He is on part of the crew of a ship called the Bebop, hence the Cowboy Bebop. They are joined pretty early on in the run of the series by a con woman, Faye Valentine, and then eventually a genetically engineered corgi named Ein, and I guess, gender fluid or non-binary girl,
Child.
brilliant genius hacker named Radical Edward.
You
Um,
forgot Jet.
didn't I mention that Jet owns the Cowboy Bebop? Maybe I didn't mention his name. They are. Oh, you're right. I didn't. I say they're joined by the owner of the ship, and I never mentioned his name, Jet Black. Um, thank you for catching that. So, and basically, it's mostly episodic series, in which most of the stories are single, individually contained episodes that may occasionally move a general larger plot along, but that's restricted to really a handful of episodes. And the plot that is generally moved along is Spike's history, Spike's backstory. The Jet's backstory is handled pretty much in one episode. Faye's backstory in a couple of episodes. Even Ed's. So that's pretty much the series. It's a science fiction anime that incorporates all kinds of different genres, mostly Western type genres like the Western, cyberpunk, which started with William Gibson and so on in Western science fiction literature, and there are nods to an awful lot of Western movies that influenced it. Blade Runner, modern westerns like
Man with No Name.
Yeah, there is some of that, but I was thinking of El Mariachi or Desperado.
Yeah, I could see that. I can definitely see that influence throughout the series.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so it's just an amazing series, considered one of the top anime series ever made, which is why the title of this is, it's a little cheeky. Is it the best anime or almost the best? That's obviously up to you. That's best is such a subjective thing, but
you got to be honest. It's one of the goats.
It's one of the goats. I would say it's. I can't think of anybody who could not put this in a top 5. Now,
unless they were a Philistine.
Well, yeah, yeah. Your mileage may vary. You may not like this sort of stuff, but you'd be missing out on some brilliant, brilliant anime. So normally, what we do here is we go sort of a round robin where we talk about our likes and then our dislikes and then theme and tone and message. Honestly, the series has been out for so long. There is a movie,
yes,
as well. The series has been out for so long, and it is so well, deeply, incredibly, effectively discussed by so many people that it kind of seems silly to do it that way. So what I've proposed is that Byron and I each will talk about a couple of things about this that make it so amazing, and go into them in fairly deep detail. And so we're going to start with Byron. Pick one thing, Byron, that you want to talk about that really just makes this one of the goats in anime.
I would say the pathos of the various characters. Like the surface of each character definitely can be misleading with them, even with the character as out there as Edward. Like